Hello, and welcome to the Who's That Girl podcast. I'm your host, Liberty King. This is the podcast where we talk about all things related to Madonna, all things about the Queen of Pop. Hi, everybody. I am so sorry for the delay in my podcasting. I've really been meaning to do so more of that this summer, but actually I just didn't get to it. Life got in the way, and I've just been having too much fun, to be honest. That's what it really is. I join you today, August 16th, 2018, Madonna's 60th birthday, so let us celebrate, holiday celebration. Wow, what a day. It is actually 5:12 in the afternoon, and of course by now we all know that the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, has passed away. I guess what I was really motivated to do a podcast for, besides the fact that it was Madonna's birthday today, was because as I heard the other day about Aretha potentially passing away, I heard that she was in hospice, and that's never really a good sign. I had this sort of premonition or feeling it would be awful if it happened on Madonna's birthday. And, lo and behold, it has. Aretha was a powerful, amazing voice in our time, and we are lucky that we were graced with her talents in our lifetimes. Queen of Soul. Talking about it happening, though, on August 16th is, I don't know if ironic is the right word, but, Elvis died also August 16th, and once I read that Madonna would have been about 19 when that happened, and I have read that she felt when Elvis died that his spirit kind of went into her, and I often think, I've thought about that over the years, how Madonna became such a legend, just so prolific, so talented, so amazing, and the queen of pop, really. She's the one person who I think, Michael Jackson, yes, Prince, yes, but Madonna is super recognizable. Not only her image, but her music and everything she's done over her career now has been outstanding, just as as the career Elvis had. So I often thought about, maybe so. I mean, maybe it's possible that she really felt something like that, and it lived within her, which is amazing to me. And I wondered as I heard today when Aretha passed away about what Madonna might be feeling or thinking, or if, as when she came to San Antonio in 2016, that was for her Rebel Heart tour, she went through the entire show without knowing that David Bowie had passed away. I'm sure that nobody told her until after the show, and as San Antonians, I think we're a little disappointed. Well, or the Texas fans who had attended the show, oh, she didn't shout out San Antonio afterwards. Instead, she was devastated by David Bowie's death. She's outliving so many greats. She shouldn't feel guilty for this. Madonna has worked extremely hard for what where she is today, how she's stuck around. It is an incredibly sad thing, though, for her, I think, to imagine how fragile things are, how fragile life is, and how lucky she is, but lonely at the same time. She released for us today the performance at the Met Gala in a professionally shot video, and it looks to me like possibly like maybe they shot the rehearsal first, and because if you'll look and see the armor that she's wearing on her shoulder kind of slides off at some point, and it's interspersed with shots where this is intact. So I wonder if maybe there was like a an issue there where she kind of had it filmed twice, and some of it looks a little bit almost like fan shots. So it would be interesting to know who did the editing there. However, it's a beautifully shot sequence. It does feature her new or a new song by her called "Beautiful Game," which is right in the middle between "Like a Prayer" and a song which we'd never heard her perform before, "Hallelujah." Hallelujah is it's a personal favorite. I'm not sure how other people feel about it. And some were like, oh, we don't want to hear her perform that. But it was really beautifully performed. And actually, the entire thing, she is such a quintessential performer. Even through where the armor's sliding off of her shoulder, she's going through it. She doesn't let that get to her. But beyond that, her expressions, the feeling that she evokes. And if you were a fan or not, there's no way you couldn't be moved by a performance such as that. She makes expressions. And imagine, this is not in front of, her common crowd, which is, fans. These are people who are her technical peers. These are powerful people. These are people with money. These are people who have their own entertainment careers. She's just solid. She's so solid. She doesn't look like she's under pressure or that she's just full of grace. And she just looks amazing, thanks to her team who helps her look amazing. But a lot of that is just Madonna. Yeah, I don't know. I was motivated to talk about that and think about how, Madonna is 60 and we've made it this far, and let's see 10 years from now if, we're talking about Madonna at 70. And is she going to be releasing her most recent performance at 70? And we are really in a time where that's extremely possible. She's fighting ageism. She's breaking down the door, essentially, of those people or the fences, the borders of what people do with, hey, women can't act like that or dress like that. Speaking of, though, I do want to touch on that. That's a point that I'd been thinking about, how, there was a time when Madonna's outfits were very skimpy. But in the last few performances and in the last few things where she's posted pictures, I noticed she's wearing long sleeves, long skirts, and I'm wondering why she's hiding so much. At 60, I feel like, she looks pretty freaking good for her age. She ought to just show it off and let the world see. Whatever she's comfortable with, clearly, but I've read a lot on various fan pages and groups about, oh, she's gained weight and look at her little tummy. And I wonder how, most of these people are just keyboard warriors or trolls or whatever you want to call them, trying to say or find one little thing that they can pick on about her. But some of them are fans, and I'm like, and what's wrong with that, really? Yeah, she was fit, like skinny fit, her whole life. She's a different kind of fit now. There's nothing where you can see that she's like, gained 30 or 40 pounds, whatever. It's clear she enjoys a glass of rosé, maybe every day, maybe 2 glasses. She's raising kids. Hey, sometimes I eat stuff off my kids' plates. Maybe Madonna does that too. So we have to really kind of stop being so critical and let her be who she is, and enjoy what we have. Because as we've seen with so many of our favorites and so many of the artists that we love, in a moment, the world changes and they're not there anymore. So I think my conclusion today is just to say, don't put pressure, don't put ageism, don't put things on Madonna. She is who she is. She is the queen of pop. Maybe she has the spirits inside of her of greats who've come before her. And, she's probably haunted by many of them too. But we have to celebrate her. And I hope that all the fans today are celebrating in their own way, whatever it is. What I did was I did my podcast. I also listened to just Madonna today in the car on the way to school and home, and sang as loudly as I could. I posted it, and I wish that I could be going out tonight or going out tomorrow night even to anywhere where she's being celebrated, but I don't actually know of any place. I'm sure here somewhere in San Antonio there's something going on that I don't know about, but I dreamt about my next Madonna tattoo, all kinds of things, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's anything that I could do better. Just saying I appreciate her and telling her happy birthday, Madonna, wherever you are. Oh yeah, you're in Marrakesh tonight. Marrakesh in Morocco. I hope that it is a wonderful birthday spent with family, friends, people who love you, people who you love, and that you are here for many, many more birthdays, because you're just the best. You're the best at what you do, and we thank you so much. Happy birthday, Madonna.